Okay, our class theme for today is core times 20. So this is going to be a power flow. Our magic number is 20 today. We'll be going through 20 repetitions of each movement that we do. That being said, you don't have to do all 20. If your body gets to 10 or 15 or whatever number and says, I'm done here for today, I'm still building strength, I want to stop and take a break, then absolutely. Listen to your body, take breaks whenever you need them, and be working up to that magic number 20. If you can challenge yourself today and get 20 repetitions of any of the movements we do, great. If not, that's okay. Come back, do the recording again next time and try again. So we'll get started in a seated position. We'll do a little bit of grounding and centering to begin. So you can start in any comfortable seated position. It doesn't have to be our cross-legged Sukhasana pose. You can sit with your back up against a wall. You can sit with your legs extended. You can sit on your knees, whatever makes you feel at ease. And we'll take just a moment to get comfortable, settle in, and then close down your eyes. Taking your time, landing in the physical body, and then letting your mind catch up with the physical body. Sometimes the mind takes a little bit of extra time to catch up to the body. Your physical body has arrived in the room you're in, rolled out the yoga mat, taken a seat, but your mind might still be at work from today. Your mind still might be somewhere that you were yesterday or last week. Your mind could even be in the future thinking about something that hasn't happened yet. I'll invite you to bring your mind, your awareness into the moment right here, right now. Feel your body, the way that you're sitting. Feel the points of contact between your body and the ground below you. Feel the clothes resting on your skin, the temperature of the air. And even though your eyes are closed, I want you to see if you can sense the space around you, sense the objects in the room with you. If there's any other people or animals in the room, just kind of be bringing those into your awareness with closed eyes. Sense the four walls, the floor, the ceiling. Kind of visualizing your body and how much space you take up in whatever setting you're in. Sensing your own height, your width from left to right, and your depth from front to back. And then maybe even taking up just a little bit more space, intentionally sitting up a little bit taller. Staying nice and open across your chest, open through the heart, and then soft in your belly. Letting breath flow freely through you. And in this nice, tall, open, relaxed posture, you're sort of signaling from the body to the mind that you are present, that you are awake and alert and ready to begin your practice. And before we begin today, I'm going to invite you to set an intention with me. And this intention can serve you either for the evening that lies ahead. It could serve you for the whole rest of your week. You could make it an intention for a whole month that lies ahead, whatever amount of time kind of feels right to you. But our intention that we're going to set together is to bring our awareness to what's working well in your life. What's working well in your life? So often we focus on the negative. We focus on the things that are not working well in our lives, that are causing a little bit of discomfort or stress or dissatisfaction, things that are challenging, and we're constantly trying to worry about and change and fix those things and improve those things and make those things better, which of course serves its purpose. But What I would rather do here with our intention today is to focus on the good, focus on what's working really well and really effortlessly within your life. So it's kind of like when you you could get compliments all day long, people telling you how amazing you are and what a good job you're doing and this and that, and they could tell you that all day long, and then you get one negative comment, somebody criticizing you or somebody telling you you should have done this differently. And for the rest of the day, that's all you can focus on, right? So you sort of ignore the 100 people that are telling you you're doing a great job, and you can't seem to let go of the one person that told you that you're maybe not doing a good job in their eyes. So same concept, we're going to focus on what's working well in our lives. We're not going to focus on the things that are difficult right now. Maybe another time, but right now I want you to think about, call something to mind really clearly that's going well for you and that doesn't require a lot of effort. Maybe you even neglect it a little bit because it's so easy. You don't even have to think about it. Maybe it's a particular relationship. Maybe it's something within your family or with friends. Maybe it's something to do with your health. Maybe your finances. Maybe work is going really well for you. Maybe your creativity is really flowing. There's a lot of possibilities here, a lot of areas of your life that might be going really super well. And I want you to call one, maybe two, to your mind. And I want you just to hold those in your awareness, hold those with your attention, because where your attention goes, energy flows. So maybe, like I said, maybe some of those things are so easy that you almost forget about them and you might be neglecting them. Maybe it's a spouse or a loved one that things just work so well, you don't even have to give it much thought. So I'm going to ask you to set your intention to give that thing that's going so well for you, give it a little more of your energy and attention and your love and care. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll see that thing, that person, that thing, that relationship start to blossom even more than it already has. So let's set this intention. Bring your hands to your heart. Hopefully you've got something in mind at this point. And just with a whole lot of love and care and gratitude, hold the picture of that thing in your mind. Breathing some life and some love into it. And then setting the intention to focus on the good for the rest of the night or week or month, whatever time frame you set. And then we'll start to open up the eyes. We'll take a big breath in and reach your arms up overhead. Big stretch through the torso, and then exhale. Let's take a twist. You can go to either side. We'll do both, so it doesn't matter which side you start on. And then you'll inhale and come back to center. We'll just warm up the body like this. Exhale, twist to the second side. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist back to the first side. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, second side, sitting tall as you twist. And we'll do one more round. Inhale to the top. Exhale to the first side. Inhale to the top. Exhale, second side. All right, inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, you're going to walk your hands out in front of your legs and fold forward any amount that feels good to you. You don't have to fold super deeply. You don't have to look any particular way in your body. Just kind of finding a little stretch that feels good for your hips. And then when you're ready, walking your hands back up toward your legs, switch the cross of your legs so the opposite foot goes in front. And then when you're ready, inhale both arms up to center. This time as you exhale, instead of twisting, we'll side bend. So take one hand down to the floor, reach the other hand overhead. Keep both hips pressing into the mat. And then inhale back to the top. Both hands reach up. Exhale, second side. Whichever side is the second side, reach up and over, big side stretch. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhaling to the top. Exhaling to the second side. Inhaling to the top. Exhale, second side. I think I just said second side. Inhale back to the top. And then exhale to the first side. And then inhale to the top. Good. Exhale, second side. All right, inhale back to the top. Exhale, fold forward over your legs one more time. Walk your hands out in front of you. This time you've got the opposite foot in front if your legs are crossed. You should feel maybe a little different stretch on this side. We're not always as balanced in the body as we'd like to be, as symmetrical. So maybe noticing if one side felt a little tighter. And then when you're ready, walking your hands back up toward your legs. Let's just do a couple of shoulder rolls before we move on. Rolling your shoulders up, back, and down, mobilizing the shoulder blades. See if you can visualize your shoulder blades rolling and gliding around on your back ribs, breaking up tension all around the neck. Good, and then go ahead and shake your arms out by your sides, shake the hands really vigorously, freeing up the wrists, and then maybe side to side as well as up and down. And then roll your wrists a couple of times each direction. All right, awesome. And then we're gonna come into boat pose right away. So we're gonna stay seated and bring the knees together. And then you'll lift the feet up in line with the knees. You can lean back on your hands here like I'm doing, either on the palms or on the fingertips if you prefer. If you'd prefer, you could take your hands out in front of your hips or even reach your hands forward for a little bit more challenge. You're gonna take your right leg and extend it out long, hover it above the mat, and then pull it back in. And then left side is gonna go, and you'll pull it back in. Try to keep the feet up, don't let the knees drop. So that's 2. We're gonna go right side and back, left side and back in. There's 4, 5, pull it back, 6, pull it back. Now let's sync the breath. Inhale, right leg, exhale it back. Inhale, left leg, exhale it back. Good, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're halfway there. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4 more. Here we go. Good. Almost there. Keep breathing. Keep your spine nice and long. Last 2. Exhale. And 1. Exhale. Good. Set your feet down. Give your knees a hug. Maybe even drop your head and close your eyes. We're going to take 2 big deep breaths in and out through the nose. All right, and then we're going to come back to boat pose. Knees together, feet up. Again, you can either lean back onto your hands or fingertips, take them in front of your hips, or reach forward, your choice. This time we're going to move both legs together 20 times. Ready? Inhale, legs go long. Exhale, pull the knees back in. Keep those feet up. Inhale, legs go long. Exhale, pull them back. Inhale, keep your chest lifted. Exhale, there's 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Keep going. That's 7. 8. Exhale. Here's 9. Exhale. Keep your face relaxed. Exhale. This is why I should not be a fitness instructor. All right, we're going to call that 10. I lose my count all the time. 11. Sorry, that might be a bonus. 12. Inhale. 13. Inhale. 14. Inhale. 15. Almost there. Good. Exhale. 17. exhale, 18, exhale, 19, exhale, and 20, exhale, down, hug your knees, take 2 big deep breaths. Great job. Can only imagine if I was doing this at a gym and had to sync it to music. Woo, we'd be in trouble. All right, we're gonna stay seated. We're gonna take the tippy toes to the mat, so lift your heels up. You're gonna interlace your fingers, nice and tight here. You're gonna take your hands over, touch the outside of the right hip, all the way down to the ground. So you're really gonna have to twist, tap the hands to the ground, and then push the hands into the ground as hard as you can, like you're trying to drive through the floor. And then switch sides. Push down, that's 2. Right side, left side, right, left. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. 11, 12, 13, 14. Keep going. 15, 16, 17, 18, last 2, here we go, and 20. Come back to center, roll down onto your back, bring your legs up, feet on top of the hips, heels right over hips. Your legs do not have to be straight, but they can be. You're gonna push through the balls of your feet and spread through your toes. So nice and active through the legs here. Arms stay long by your sides. 20 times, you're gonna lower down the legs to hover above the mat. And then lift back up. 19, lift them up. 18, good. 16, keep breathing. 15, I think I already messed up the count. 14, lift them up. 13, 12, 11, 10, keep going, you've got this. 9, 8 more, keep breathing. 7, 6, 5 more, almost there. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Lift the legs, bend the knees, give them a hug. Head nice and heavy. Take 2 breaths. Okay, legs are gonna go back up in the sky when you're ready. This time you're gonna reach your arms forward past your legs, lift the head and the shoulders up off the ground, reach forward like you mean it. Get the shoulder blades up off the mat. You're gonna look on your right leg to hover above the ground, and then 10 times you're gonna take your right leg and touch the right leg and lift back up. 9 times, left leg does all the movement. 8 more. 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch for the second 10. Left leg down, right leg does all the movement this time. Reach the arms forward, lift the shoulders to right leg is gonna look down, touch the toes, and lift back up. 9 more. 8, 7, 6 more. 5, good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go up, hug your knees. Take 2 breaths. Working hard, building heat already. Stay with me, you can do this. We're gonna take the knees to 90 degrees now. You're gonna take your hands to your knees. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your knees into your hands. At the same time, push your hands into your knees. So right away, you should feel the belly activate and turn on and fire up there. Keep that pushing of the hands to the knees going the whole time. Keep your head on the floor, low back pressing into the mat. We're gonna alternate sides for 20. Each side is 1. Your left side Left leg and arm are gonna reach in opposite directions. As long as you can, hover above the mat, and then come back to the center. And then the right side will do the same thing. Reach the arm and the leg out long, and back to the center. Keep switching sides. Keep breathing. There's 3, 4. The whole time, your hands and knees are pushing into each other in the center. So whichever side is in the center keeps pushing. Here's number 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 11. Push a little harder in the center. 12, 13, 14, 15, almost there. 16, 17, keep pushing, hands and knees. 18, 19, and 20. Back center, hug your knees in. Let's take 2 more breaths. We've just got 1 more move here on our backs. Okay, yogi bicycles when you're ready. You're gonna keep your knees hugging into the chest, squeezing the thighs in tightly onto the belly. You're gonna reach the arms forward out past the feet, lift the head and shoulders up all around, and then reach your right leg long, hug above the mat, and switch, switch, switch. Good, here's 3, 4, 5, keep going, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, breathe, 11, shoulders up, 12, 13, 14, even those shoulder blades are up, 16, 17, over there, 18, 19, and 20. Let's take a full body stretch. Reach your legs out long, arms overhead. Big deep breath. And then you're gonna bring your knees back into your chest. Take a hold of your thighs. Rock and roll up and down your spine 3 to 5 times. Building some momentum. Massaging the length of your spine. And then on the last one, whenever you're ready, cross ankles. You're gonna come over your feet to your hands and then step your knees back into a tabletop pose. All right, so coming on to hands and knees, let's do a little wrist stretch. Turn all 10 fingers back around toward your knees. Palms stay down on the mat. Your fingers should be pointing backwards. Elbows point forward, or elbow creases point forward. You should feel a stretch down the bottom side of your wrist here. If it needs to be a little gentler stretch, you can scoot your hands back closer to your knees. If you want a deeper stretch, scoot your hands further forward. And then wherever you are, you can shift a little bit from side to side, maybe forward and back. Maybe draw circles on top of the hands. And then when you're ready, flip your hands back around to the front, and we'll do the opposite stretch. Take the backs of your hands to the mat now with your fingers pointing toward each other in the center. So as you look down, you should see your palms. A couple of times, let's curl the fingers in like you're trying to make fists, and then open the fingers up wide. Curl the fingers in tight and open up. Curl in, open up, curl in, open up. Let's do one more. Curl in as tight as you possibly can, and then open back up. Flip to the palms, and then let's come into child's pose. Knees together or wide, you choose. Sit back onto your heels, drop your head and your chest down toward your mat. Rest your head. If it doesn't work to rest your head, you could take your hands, stack them underneath your forehead. Or if you need to, you can even grab a blanket or a pillow or some kind of object to set your head on so that you don't have to strain your neck to get your head to the floor. Take a big deep breath, remembering that you can come back to this child's pose anytime you need to catch your breath. And then we'll come back up to a tabletop pose. All right, so what we're gonna do here is tuck the right toes, push back through the right heel, find a little calf stretch first. So right toes stay down on the ground for now. As you push back through the heel, you should feel a stretch in your right calf. You're gonna take your right leg now and kick it straight back behind you, going for length rather than height. So as the leg lifts, try not to lift it so high that the back collapses. Keep the spine nice and long, really squeezing, activating the right glute. And then left fingertips are gonna crawl forward and reach all the way out in front of you, keeping your gaze straight down at the floor so your neck stays long. We're gonna inhale here, finding as much length as possible. And then as you exhale, bring your elbow and your knee together underneath the body. See if you can get them to touch, maybe even push them against each other. We'll inhale back out long, that's one. And then as you exhale for number two, I want you to go the opposite direction. We're gonna open up to the sides. So from the side, your left arm is gonna go out to the left and your right leg is gonna come forward with the toes pointing straight forward in front of you. We'll inhale and come back to center. And then number three, hug the elbow and the knee in together under the body. Inhale out long. And then number four, we exhale, open up wide. Inhale back to center. Exhale, elbow and knee come together. Inhale back out long. Exhale out wide. So we're alternating. Inhale out long. Exhale under the body. There's 7. Inhale. Exhale out wide. Inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale. Exhale out wide. There's 10. We're halfway. Exhale to center. Inhale. Exhale. There's 12. Inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale. Exhale. There's 14. Exhale. Exhale. 16. Exhale. Exhale. We've got just 2 more. You can do this. And then come back down for child's pose. If you'd rather take some more wrist stretches here instead of child's pose, you could go back to those wrist stretches that we did before. Sip of water would also be a great idea. And then when you're ready, let's return to tabletop for the other side. Because I'm close to the wall here in my space, I'm going to turn around. If you need to adjust within your space, feel free as well. We'll come into the calf stretch first. Left toes tuck under, push back through the heel, find the calf stretch on that left side. With your hands, spread the fingers out wide, push the floor away as hard as you can with all 10 fingers. So there's no collapsing into the shoulders, you're pushing the floor away. And then when you're ready, start to kick that left leg straight back behind you, squeezing the left glute to get the leg to lift. And then right fingertips crawl forward. Reach that right arm out in front of you, ear by the bicep. Let's inhale here. And then exhale, number 1, elbow and knee come together. Inhale out long. Exhale, here's where we open up, left arm or right arm straight to the side, left leg to the left, toes point forward. Inhale back to center, that's 2. Exhale together. So the odd numbers, we come together, inhale out long. Even numbers, we exhale to the side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. There's 8. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Keep that foot high. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I lost my count again. This is always my problem. Exhale. Let's say 16, I believe. Inhale, exhale, last 3. Exhale, 2. Okay, I'm losing it. I think this is a bonus. I'm totally losing my counting today. Sorry, guys. Let's come back there and take our child's pose. Surely that was 20 by now. Sit back onto your heel. Take a sip of water, whatever you need to do to reset. And we'll move. Okay, when you're ready, let's come on up and back through a tabletop to a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips and your knees up off the floor. Let's start by just pedaling out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Shaking the head yes and no. Maybe rocking the hips from side to side. Or doing a little bit of side lunging with wide legs. And then we'll come back into our downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg up to the sky, big breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your knee to your nose, come forward like a plank, push off the back toe, one. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, knee to nose, there's two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale. Exhale, six. 7. 8. Keep going. Here's 9. 10. Really hug that knee up into the chest. 11. 12. Push off those back toes. 13. 14. 15. Last 5. Good. Keep going. 4. 3 more. 2. And 1. This time you're going to step your foot through between your hands and rise up into a high lunge. Take your time, nice and slow. If you feel a little wobbly today, take your feet out wide on the mat to the left and the right. A wider base is always going to be more stable. Hands to heart if the shoulders feel tired. Hands go up if they feel okay. 20 times. We're going to tap the back knee straight down to the mat and then lift it back up softly. 19. 18. Breathe. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10 more. 9. Keep breathing. 8. 7. 6. 5. Almost there. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Push off the back foot to warrior 3. Ooh, find your balance. Find your breath. All right, so we've got that capital T shape in the body. Whoop. If you fall out, come back in. You might bend the standing knee just a little, maybe a lot. And then 20 times, you're gonna tap the back knee down, and not the back knee, the back toes, and lift it back up. Tap the back toes down and lift up, using the left glute to lift. Here's number 4. 5, breathe. 6. 7. 8. 9. Halfway there. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Use that left glute. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Let's land back in a plank and then go back for downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Catch your breath. We're going to do it on the other side. Feel free to grab a sip of water here if you need it. And then when you're ready, left leg is going to kick up. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. There's 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Push off the back toes. Here's 6. 7, really pull that thigh up into the belly. Here's 9, 10, keep moving with the breath. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost there. 16, 17, keep breathing. 18, 19, and 20. Step the foot between the hands. Rise up slow, high lunge. Again, hands to your heart if the shoulders feel tired. If you're feeling a little fatigued, remember you don't have to do all 20, but challenge yourself. I know you can. Catch your breath, and then 20 times we're going to tap the back down and lift it up. Here's 2, 3, 4. Brace the belly. That'll make it easier. Good. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 more to go. Here's 17, 18, 19, and 20. Warrior 3, push off the back foot. Find your balance and your breath. Looking straight down. Spine is long, neck is long. Even if you need to use something for extra balance assistance, we're going to focus on the right glute 20 times. Tap the right toes down and lift up. Tap down, lift up. Here's 3. Breathe. 4, 5, 6. Keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Focus on that right glute. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's land in a plank, stepping back, and then find downward facing dog. You can either pedal at the feet, take child's pose, or grab a sip of water. We're going to take a couple of breaths just to reset, find the breath, and then we're going to do a second round with a few different poses. All right, when you're ready, let's find downward facing dog once again. All right, this time, right leg is gonna kick up to the sky. You're gonna come forward, bring the right knee to your chest, and then 20 times, you're gonna tap the right knee straight down to the mat, and then lift it straight back up into your chest. There's 1, tap it down, lift it up for 2, tap it, lift it, 3, 4, 5, breathe, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you've got it, 18, 19, and 20. 3-legged dog, big breath in. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Come up for warrior 2 this time. Drop the back heel. Open up the arms. Front knee, right knee is bent. Arms are open to the front and the back. All right, arms are gonna go both up overhead. We're gonna go between reverse warrior and extended side angle. I want you to reach those arms up like you mean it. If you need to, modify by bringing the hands to the heart. Squeeze the glutes as hard as you can And then 20 times, you're gonna lean toward the back leg, reverse warrior. And then toward the front leg, extended side angle. Don't change the legs the whole time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, keep breathing. Inhale, and exhale, halfway there. See if you can lean a little further in each direction. Exhale, 13, 14, I'm working hard, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lizard stretch, hands inside the foot, set the back knee down. We're gonna come into a side plank with that left knee down. Before we go there, I want you to scoot the left knee in a little bit closer. Your right leg is gonna kick straight back. You're gonna kickstand the left foot off to the left side of the mat and reach the right arm up high. Okay, so you should be in this modified side plank with the right arm up, the right leg back. 20 times, you're gonna lower the right foot, touch the ground, and then lift back up. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 more, 12, 11, keep breathing, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 more, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's all come back to downward facing dog. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips. All right, big deep breaths. We'll go to the other side. Left leg is gonna float up and back, three-legged dog. You'll bring your knee to your chest, push off the back toes, come forward like a plank. Tap your knee straight down to the ground and lift it back into your chest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've got it. 6, 7, breathe. 8, 9, 10, halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep going. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, three-legged dog, big breath in. Great job. Exhale, step your foot through, drop the back heel, come up to warrior 2. Okay, I'm gonna turn again so that I can face you. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Squeeze the glutes. If your shoulders get fatigued, hands come to your heart. If the shoulders feel all right, reach those arms up. We're gonna go between reverse warrior and extended side angle. When you're ready, lean toward the back leg, inhale. And then the front leg, exhale, there's 2. Inhale, exhale, 4. Exhale, 6. Lean as far as you can. 8. Good. 10. We're halfway there. Lean a little further. Reach those arms like you mean it. Good. Exhale, there's 14. Exhale, 16. 4 more to go. 18. And 20. Hands down, inside of the foot. You're gonna take lizard stretch here and then set the back knee down. Scoot the back knee in a little bit closer. And then kick your left leg straight back. Take the right toes to the right side of the mat like a kickstand. Left arm straight up to the sky. Flat foot, and then 20 times you're gonna tap the left toe down and lift the leg back up. 19, breathe, 18, 17, 16, squeeze your glutes, 15, 14, 13, 12, you're doing great, 11, 10, 9 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Instead of downward dog, let's take child's pose. Hands to the mat, knees to the mat, sit back. We'll take a few breaths before we go on. We're already almost at the end of our practice. Catch your breath, maybe take a sip of water. All right. When you're ready, you're gonna roll over onto your back. We're gonna set up for a little bridge pose work. So you're gonna bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Okay, feet about hip distance width apart. Toes pointing straight forward. Heels should be somewhat close to your body, but you should not be able to touch them with your fingertips. If you can touch the heels, it's a little bit too close. Scoot the feet a couple inches away. Press your low back down into the mat. Start to squeeze your glutes. Push your feet down and lift your hips up. Squeeze the glutes as hard as you can at the top. Keep the belly drawn in, kind of tucked in or braced across the front as if you were going to get a punch in the stomach. And then keep the back of your rib cage heavy. So this lift is 1. We're going to tap down and lift back up. There's 2. Tap down, lift up for 3. Tap, 4. Tap, 5. Keep going. 6, 7. Squeeze at the top. 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Get those hips high. 17, 18. Drive through the heels. 19 and 20. Lower your hips. Give the knees a little windshield wiper from side to side. We're going to do a few different modifications on bridge pose. So we started with feet hip distance width apart. Now we're going to take the feet together. So bring your feet all the way to touch in the center. Tuck your tailbone, press your low back down against your mat. Arms and palms lay long by your sides. Same thing, you're going to drive the heels down into the floor and lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. There's 1. Tap. Lift. 2. Tap. 3. 4. Keep breathing. 5. 6. 7. 8. You should feel this one a little bit more in your hamstrings. We're halfway there. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep those hips going up high. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lower the hips. Give the knees another windshield wiper a couple of times side to side. And we'll do our last modification. This is our last tough exercise here coming up, and then we'll stretch it out and relax. Take your feet out as wide as the mat. And if you want even a little more challenge, take your feet all the way off the mat to the left and the right sides. So super wide bridge pose setup. Arms stay down on the mat by your sides. Same thing. Drive the heels down. Push the hips up. Keep the back of your rib cage heavy. Hip points push up the sky. Ribs pull down. Knees pull out. This one as wide as they can go. Here's 1. Tap. 2. Tap. 3. 4. Breathe. 5. 6. You should feel this one more in your glutes. 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost there, 16, keep breathing, 17, 18, 19, last one, hold at the top, hold it at the top, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, draw the hips down toward the floor, lift the hips as high as they can go. Now, 20 times, you're gonna pulse the knees as wide as they can go to the sides, and back in, out, in, 3, 4, keep those hips up, 5, 6, pull the knees out wide, 7, 8, keep breathing, 9, 10, keep your hips up, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost there, 16, 17, 18, hips up, 19, and 20, lower down, and windshield wiper. Nice work, you made it to the end. Take some big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep going. Let's find happy baby. Grab a hold of either the pinky edges of your feet, your ankles or shins, or maybe even your big toes. And then either stay still or rock a little bit from side to side, massaging your lower back. If this feels good, keep going. If you'd like, you could try bringing the soles of your feet together, knees wide, and maybe even interlacing your fingers around the pinky edges of your feet. Nice inner thigh stretch, pulling the feet in toward the body. We'll take a figure 4 stretch next. Let's do left ankle over right knee. Left ankle over right knee, and then take your hands behind your right thigh or on top of your right shin. Maybe roll the ankles a little bit. Letting your breath slow down. Letting your body cool down. Letting yourself start to feel heavy, almost sinking into the earth below you. Let's take our figure 4 to the other side, switch legs, right ankle over left knee this time, hands behind the left thigh or on top of the left shin. Take a few breaths here. All right, as you're wrapping up your practice and approaching Shavasana, your final relaxation, I'll invite you to either take a supine twist, something we commonly do before Shavasana, or if there's a different stretch you'd like to take, something else that would feel soothing and relaxing before you come into Shavasana, you can take your choice of a final stretch. Or rather, if you're simply feeling ready to relax into Shavasana, feel free to go there. We'll take just about 3 to 5 more breaths before we all come to Shavasana together. And then when you're ready for that final relaxation pose, our Shavasana, you can go ahead and come onto your back with your legs long, feet separated toward the edges of your mat, arms resting long by your sides, spread out just a little bit away from the body, palms facing up, eyes closed. You can shuffle your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit better if that helps the shoulders to drop down. You can wiggle your jaw a little bit from side to side if that helps your jaw and your neck to relax. And if you need to make any last wiggles and movements to get as comfortable as possible, go ahead and do that now. And then settle into stillness. Relaxing your face, your jaw, neck and shoulders, arms, hands and fingers, chest and upper back, belly and lower back, hips, legs, feet and toes. Allowing your whole body to soften and relax and find ease after all of the hard work it's just done. Finding so much gratitude for your body and all that it's capable of, all that it carries you through day in and day out. And then calling that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice back to mind. Focusing on the good. Remembering where your attention goes, your energy flows. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as your day allows, for as long as your body wants to stay. Thank you so much for sharing your day and your practice with me. The light and the love within me honors the light and the love within you. Namaste.